Were they out doing soil samples or something today behind you?
Dropping down that coming to town too.
I was, heading into town, it's like, must have been some type of soil samples.
I think they were doing geotechnicals, out doing borings.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So I remember when they
Are
were
you with the school?
doing,
Conference live.
Lyle, okay, I haven't got to meet you yet. I know we've been back and
Yeah.
forth on emails.
Yeah.
Just nice to meet you finally.
Sioux Steel, they had the same, I worked with Sioux Steel Company, we were doing all that rezoning down there, and they had the same type of equipment.
Yeah,
I noticed when I got, yeah, I was fairly happy to do something.
they probably ran into some interesting things in Sioux Steel Center.
Oh, I'm sure they did. I've
Yeah.
heard there's cars buried out in that lot.
Yeah.
You probably don't want those in there.
Hey, Trevor, Scott.
Yep.
You in a quiet place? You can hang in here with us for a little bit?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. What we got here? 5:29. Close enough. Roll call, please.
Here.
Here.
Yep. Kirchhoff's here. Here. Okay, I need a motion to approve the posted agenda.
Scott,
I approve. I mean, motion.
can I ask you to amend the agenda, and can I get on it?
Probably not for a special meeting.
Is that,
Can we do that for a special meeting?
you just have to amend it though.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and amend the
Excuse me.
agenda to include,
I just have, is there any way I can ask a question? Is it like open time or is this not like?
it's something like, I could probably answer it afterwards too, unless you need to be in a public forum for it.
Well, it's just concerning the access grant and the road
Okay,
that I have a question on. So I didn't know if you had a special time or if I should come to another meeting.
well, I'll go ahead and amend the agenda to add opening comments. And also, Jenny Van Hunnick will be item number, the new 4, and adjourn will be 5.
So what's open time?
Open comments will be
4.
directly after, let's go directly after this, Joe. Actually, no, move it to the end. Move it after Jim. That way we don't disrupt the time for the public hearing.
making that motion?
I need a motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
Motion by Patrick. Okay, second by Kirchhoff. All in favor, say aye.
You
Aye.
roll call. He's on the phone.
Roll call.
Now we roll call, he's on the phone.
Okay, we'll do a roll call vote.
Glasser,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Gillespie.
Yep.
Packey.
Yep.
Virgil.
Kirchhoff? Yep. Take that as a yes. Okay, all opposed, same. Motion passes. Okay, we'll go ahead and open up the public hearing. I did have a question on the public hearing device. Can I do a double barrel for both, or do I need to open and close each?
Cleanliness wise, I'll just do both in succession, because one technically doesn't start until 5:40.
Okay,
But, I mean,
so just do them. Okay, I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing as of 5:32 for item 3A, preliminary subdivision application for the Tri-Valley School District, property of Lot 1, Tri-Valley Edition, to the city of Crook, South Dakota. On Friday, Tobias passed out, or sent out the preliminary plat. So everybody had an opportunity to review it. I've also reviewed it with the city engineer. And upon review by the city engineer and myself, the submitted plan satisfies all required elements set forth in ordinance number 180, subdivision regulations, Article 4 preliminary subdivision plan. So at this point, I would entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Motion by Mattingly, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Gillespie. Any discussion from the public? No discussion from the public. Any board members have any comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. We'll go ahead and do a roll call.
Matthew,
Aye.
Gillespie. Packey.
Aye.
Virgil.
Kirchhoff?
Glasser.
Okay, all opposed, same. Motion passes. Moving on to B, petition to rezone. The applicant is the Tri-Valley School District. The property is Lot 1, Tri-Valley addition to the city of Crooks. They are petitioning to rezone from agriculture to R1 residential. I would take a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Kirchhoff, second.
I'll second it.
Second by Glassford. Any discussion in the public? None being heard. Any discussion from the board? None being heard. All in favor say aye through roll call.
Aye.
Aye. Virtual.
Aye.
Glassford.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion passes. So we will go ahead and close public hearing as of 5:34. And we will open it up to Jimmy Van Hunter.
Okay, well, you and I talked, obviously, Scott.
Yep.
I'm still looking at doing the garage addition, but I'm over the square footage compared to the house. And so the only way to make it work to get a door in, I have to go 12-foot wide in the front of the garage, otherwise I
So let's
can't. Oh, I'm sorry.
if you wouldn't mind, let's back up real quick
Yep.
and just get the whole board on board, and if you can just.
Okay,
tee
I
it
want,
up to
well,
the
okay, I want to do a
conversation.
garage addition in the front of the house.
Yep.
And to get a garage door in the front, I gotta go 12-foot wide, so then I wanna tie it up and go even with the house in the back without chopping up the roof a lot. So to do that, my square footage will, on the garage will be over the house by approximately, I'm pretty sure it's like 82 square feet. The long side of the garage would be 42. If I took 2 feet off, that'd be 84, so I'd be really close. But I can't get a garage door, a 9x7 garage door. So I'm just, is there any other options I can do? I mean, besides, I don't know if there's a variance, conditional use, or,
So
I
basically,
know.
Jim and I have talked a couple different times, just for the board's sake,
Yep.
trying to figure out, he wants to either expand the garage or expand the accessory building out back. The accessory building ordinance states that, if you have if you have an attached garage, you can go up to 400 square feet in the backyard without a driveway and 600 with a driveway. So we looked at a couple different options and how it worked out, and like Jim and I had talked, that he's more than welcome to apply for the variance, and it doesn't sound like he'd be terribly over, and that's still staying off the property line 7 feet.
I didn't pull a string, that'd be about 12 feet off property line.
Okay.
I'm 24 feet now about.
So, and we talked on this board multiple different times, for the variance, you have to be able to, by definition, prove a hardship, but ultimately, in the end, it's up to you guys, so to me, the conditional use, the variance would probably be the more appropriate way to go.
Okay.
But these guys will use a definition that they have, and ultimately, they're gonna make the decision. I'm just the sitting director, so
Mhm.
probably the cleanest way for you to do it would be apply for the variance and just putting that you'd be applying for a variance to exceed the square footage of your home square footage by 82 feet or whatever it's gonna be.
Correct, yeah,
That's how you'd have to define that.
okay,
Submit it to the board, and then they would make the decision,
okay.
so.
Well, I haven't gotten prices on that, 'cause I just didn't know how far I can go, or
Yeah,
I can or can't, or what. Otherwise, I can, like I think I told you before, I can do the little square in the back, but, I mean, I'd be gaining some, but not as much as I'd like, of course,
yeah,
so.
yep. So, and like with anything, if it's up to you if you want to put in for the variance, we can't stop you.
Okay.
So these guys will make the decision, and I'll sit here and facilitate, so.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will go ahead and move to opening comments at this time.
Okay, Jackie Johnson,
Yeah.
and we were at the last meeting of the town meeting on Monday. And the community access grant to complete a street construction project to provide access to the Tri-Valley Kindergarten. So what we were wondering, and other people are wondering, is why is Tri-Valley not building isn't this Tri-Valley property? As a district, would Tri-Valley not be building this street themselves?
Yep, but the same with anything, so the community access grant is just to help with getting access to property. So they're annexed into city limits, so they're part of the city, they're part of us. And obviously, the Tri-Valley School District does help our community as a whole. So that access grant allows, the city can put in for the access grant to help them pay for that. That is correct.
Okay, so say you didn't get this grant, or don't do this grant,
Yeah.
Tri-Valley would just do it themselves.
They would have to pay for
Is,
that.
is there any, I guess I don't understand why Crooks is doing this. I'm just, why are they doing it? And is it that, will that be within the city limits?
Yep,
It will be within the city limits once all this is done, like this is.
yep.
So is, I'm just wondering why,
So that community access grant costs the city nothing, correct?
Well, the non-eligible portions would be the city's responsibility.
Yeah.
But the school is gonna pay that.
If there is an agreement in place.
is it, that's what I'm wondering, is, has this all been discussed with Tri-Valley?
Right now, until we get a school, so this is the point, basically what we've done is we have now given them permission to submit engineer development plans. So they'll work with our engineer and we will figure out all the infrastructure. At that point, we can really put in for nothing until we have that in place. So that is going to be part of, and it wouldn't matter if it was a school, if it was any large business, something commercial, we would obviously look at that. And that's our community. I mean, our community benefits from having a school here, so that's the city just playing nice with the community.
So is that just up to a point of where the building will be built now? Or does it continue on down?
Well, so what happens is the city property actually stops short of Hannah Circle, or of Hannah Trail.
Okay,
So that the city or the school has no responsibility in doing anything with Hannah because that will be future for the city. So now, but it would be the access along Tri-Valley and Benson's property, that's where the infrastructure would be put in there. Ultimately, our goal in the beginning, we were looking at access down Susan, and I was pretty egregiously against, and the last administration was against having that much traffic through residential. So that's why I ultimately made the decision to put the other road in, was to keep the school traffic out of the residential area. So ultimately, that was the goal.
so basically, to reiterate, it's just going as far as what the kindergarten is right now, or will be, this grant and this road.
So just to back
Of course,
up.
I'm looking at a map here is what I'm
Yep,
looking at.
absolutely, and I don't want to speak out of turn because this board doesn't make that decision.
Mhm.
So planning and zoning doesn't make that decision.
I
That's
see.
going to be the street department, the engineer, and the city council that's ultimately going to do that. I can speak for what I know on the niceties of us playing, trying to get along with the school and connecting the community to a school. So ultimately, that's what the access grants are all about, is trying to help, the city of Crooks trying to help out the school district and getting the infrastructure in, because that helps our community all together, it helps our growth. And that's what this board does, and that's why we have such an interest in the school coming here, is because as communities grow around schools. With the school here, the more houses we get around the school, then the lower everybody's taxes are. So that's basically the premises of why we have such an interest in putting the school here.
So with this grant, and if that is, you get this, then do we as citizens, are we paying anything?
According to Butch the other night, no.
Okay, so how do you pay off the whatever's left over? Isn't there always a balance left over or
The
something?
school's gonna pay, they
But-
need to agree to pay the percent that the government doesn't pay.
I will say this, that I will have to direct you to the city council. You're gonna get the most accurate information. What we're doing is
Okay.
speculating. We shouldn't even be speculating on, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Go directly to the mayor, to the representative of the streets, the city engineer. They will have all that
Okay.
figured out.
I was at that meeting, like I said, I just didn't know planning and zoning, I thought, well, maybe you could, give a little input on
Yeah,
that.
so we know the street has to go there.
Mhm.
So we approve how the infrastructure is going to look as far as the preliminary plan goes. The engineer will approve the street. Now, if you apply for the grant and you don't get the grant, they don't get the grant. So ultimately, it will be the school's responsibility.
Okay, okay. Well, that answers most of the questions, but anything else, then we should probably go.
I would go
another
to,
meeting.
yeah, I would go to city council.
Okay, and then another thing too is that I think anything should be with Tri-Valley. I mean, anything Crooks does, we should be, you know, in accordance with Tri-Valley too, not just going ahead and, you know, and wondering, well, is Tri-Valley gonna help out or do whatever?
Well, I can tell you this, that we can't do it without them, and we won't do it without them. I mean,
Well, at the meeting, though, see, it was stated there was no agreement, there had been no contact.
correct.
With Tri-Valley.
All that they were saying is that there is an opportunity to do a community access grant, and that would be something that we would more than like to help with, facilitate, but that's, you're right, they, and ultimately, it's their property, their
Yeah.
building.
We're just speaking as citizens, and
Absolutely.
for some other people who aren't here, we just have some questions.
Yeah, I like the
and-
question. I can tell you, normally, it's one or two people sitting out there, and sometimes these meetings get a little boring, so I appreciate you coming.